Yes, Tochukwu Olowe, definitely, obviously, very proud after saving a penalty and helping Nigeria qualify for the final of the Africa Women's Cup of Nations. Let's go to Accra, Ghana now, where our correspondent Cecilia Omorogbe is waiting, to tell us what's going on in camp and now the celebrations have been, whether they've been overnight or the girls just went to sleep as soon as the game was over. Cecilia, good morning. I imagine you're excited and really ecstatic this morning.
Yeah, of course, we don't have a choice after almost a heartbreak watching Cameroon and Nigeria. And the girls were really happy. You saw some of the videos on Twitter from their dressing room, how gracious they were, just being happy. And one thing I loved about them was the fact that they said they didn't really play well. The Cameroonians dominated the game, but the coach obviously had a plan. He wanted to play defensive football because he knows that they will not be able to overrun the Cameroonians the way they prepared for this game. When you have a team that been together for a long time, with so many friendlies and all that, and we mentioned earlier of how they defeated Shipolopolo of Zambia 7-0 coming into this tournament. That's how ready the Cameroonians were. We saw what they did against Ghana, to top the group and have 7 points and coming into the semi-final. So the girls were ready. I mean, they basically came into this tournament preparing to ensure that they dethrone Nigeria from the African Women's Cup of Nations title. But somehow it just wasn't to be because the coach got the plans right. He wanted to ensure that they don't get to score. Our girls struggled to score because the Cameroonians were practically intercepted every ball. They just had this anticipation whenever a ball is coming to whenever the Super Falcons are trying to make a cross to the next opponent, they just have a way of intercepting them before it gets to the other one. I mean, the main culprit for that was actually Zara Aquarius. She didn't even have a chance, in the game at all. Odega, she felt frustrated. And regulation time, we saw our girls, most of them having cramps, tired, and everything. But at the end of the day, what is important is the fact that Nigeria won and they got the ticket to the World Cup and also qualifying for the final and to meet South Africa on Saturday.
Yeah, now that the burden has been lifted from their shoulders, so to say, what's next for them? A lot of people, they've told us consistently that they want to win, the title successfully defended. So, I mean, what are they saying now? As it's still that.
It's still the same. It's still the same here. I mean, nothing has changed and all that. But the good thing they're talking about is the fact that they said they knew that this game wasn't the best for them. So they know what they're going to do on Saturday, just really ready. Because even while they finished their game, before when the game between South Africa and Mali was going on, they were even rooting for the South Africans to win and saying, okay, we really want to face the South Africans, in the final to tell them that, look, we'll be able to put the stunning 1-0 victory, defeat behind them. And right now they're ready for the tournament. I was surprised because I felt, okay, they may just want to root for the Malians and all. But somehow they wanted South Africa in the final. So it shows that, okay, they know that they've been able to find their feet in this game. But I think that's the game that's going to be very, very difficult for the Super Falcons. But we've seen in this tournament, they've not had the best. We've seen that South Africa, Cameroon happens to be, the best country in this tournament. But for the Super Falcons, they actually know what to do. And if you check the mascot for this tournament, Ego, that's the representation. And what's the main? It means strength, focus, immortality. So the Super Falcons have all this going for them. That's mental strength, and that's the reason they've been winning all through the tournament.
Interesting. Cecilia, before we let you go, the Ghanaians are finally, they got their wish. They wanted South Africa versus Nigeria. So we know what's coming on Saturday. It's going to be very partisan because the Ghanaians will be supporting South Africa. Or have they changed their minds?
They haven't at all, absolutely. I mean, you needed to be at the media center last night where the Cameroonians, the Ghanaians, all other journalists there were like, how come Nigeria won again? We're tired of seeing them. I mean, this is not a trophy. Another country should win. Even as of yesterday, the divide was already there. Everybody at the stadium were actually rooting for the Cameroonians to just take off the Nigerian girls. But as I mentioned earlier, that mental strength, that focus that they have, that kind of immortality spirit, so to speak, that is with the girls, just kept them in the game. And of course, they defied all odds against the hostile environment. You'll be shocked how journalists will be telling you, look, I don't even want the Super Falcons to get to the final. That's how bad it is. Just imagine what the fans are even saying concerning the game. It's going to be partisan, and I believe the Super Falcons are ready for it, because the last time in Cameroon, we saw the stadium, we saw the president, we saw everybody at that stadium. Somehow, the Super Falcons managed to win that against Cameroon on home soil. So this is a neutral ground. Fine, the Ghanaians are rooting for the South Africans, but then I think the Super Falcons will still do the same thing. Defy all odds, play their game, stick to the plan, stay focused, no lapse of concentration at all, like what happened in their opening game. If they can do that, obviously they can beat the South Africans. Because South Africans, for now, they're celebrating. This is the first time they're qualifying for the Women's World Cup. 20 years after their men, also had their first qualification and all that. They've tried all this while the coach talked about the fact that they had like 50 players, full of players. That's what they've been doing. They
Sorry to cut you, Cecilia.
And they got it.
Sorry to cut you, Cecilia. We have 3 more days to do our comprehensive preview of this match against South Africa. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. Enjoy the rest of your day. Starts with Sporting Life. Mikel has been talking, and this time he's saying, he's talking to Nigerians. He says, I'm not tired. Says he's on break now and promises to retire with fanfare. And what better way to retire than leading Nigeria to the AWCON next year in Cameroon, and probably a victory.
You think if the man has spoken, we should just let this issue rest? After the World Cup, Mikel. Anytime Raw shows up, Mikel.
I truth is, we haven't been able to see it.
Exactly, it's only right.
That's the sweet and sour part of this. Depending on which side of the divide you're on, Mikel is still an integral, important part of the Super Eagles. Clearly when he's not there, he's missing. We see clearly that if Mikel was here, that's what we say. If he was. So yeah, I think let's see him through another competition, see what he can bring, and then we can now know whether or not he's really tired
or not. All right then, still on Sporting Life, this very, very worrying one, Atletico versus AS Monaco. That's the Champions League, but what is just beneath it, that is a problem. Griezmann and Costa close to punches, and that's according to Sporting Life, and there's only one winner in that one, right?
There's only good to be I'm even surprised it took this long before it happened.
Well,
Costa,
explosive guy.
Explosive, yes.
It's amazing. Yes. But they should find a way of settling.
They will. I mean, these things happen in training. It might not be anything serious, and the paper might just be blowing it up.
All right. Let's see complete sports. Probably will be our last one. Let's see if we can quickly run through some of the stories we've already talked about. Showdown in Paris, the Super Falcons. Mikel is saying, I'm not ready to quit. Real Madrid demand 70 million euros for Isco. A lot of interesting stuff. But let me allow you to talk about Usain Bolt. He has not left us. Turkish top team deny both interest. Will he ever cut it as a professional footballer?
Well, maybe he will in Australia or in the Chinese league.
Or Jamaica.
Yeah, but I like his guts. I like his spirit. The fact that he wants to try something.
Didn't lie down.
Yeah, and he's really going after his dream. It's important. I think that's a major lesson. Yes, you've conquered the world, but you're like, hey, I think I still have passion for this, and he's following through with his passion. It just takes one break, and then you see a multi-sport star. Of course, you've seen that happen in America with NFL, NBA, or
similar sports.
Jordan went to
he went to baseball.
Sometime,
he played. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not.
Well, this transition is.
You've seen how professionally he's going to golf.
Yeah,
successful.
Yeah,
so.
We wish Usain Bolt all the best,
Well, that's how we have to wrap things up on the show this morning. Talk about Usain Bolt. But Femi, I want to thank you for your time on the show today.
That was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your day. We really appreciate that. We'll be back tomorrow for more. Yemi Adebayo. Bye-bye now.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Tayo Salam.